Hello and welcome back to SJ Cartier Limited Combos. And if you've been, thank you for all the new subscribers, by the way, very much appreciated. I'd like to say as well, if you have been following me from the start, I'd like to think you'll see a little trail of my thought plan. So every video I do, I will try bounce off the last video. So my last video was about adolescence, and actually a bit of the last video, which was an hour long, which I know is quite long for some people, is about things in life. And today I'm actually going to talk about men's mental health. And the reason I'm going to talk about men's mental health is because, for one, I think there's a lot more resources for females than there is for males at this moment in time to help with mental health. And then when I actually consider prison and how the officers may kind of seclude you and try turn you crazy, let's say, and how you can live out in a new life, try out a new life, and people may try and turn you crazy and make you sound like you are mad. It's all to do with mental health. When I look at the meaning of adolescence, as I say, I feel like it's more to do with the parents' health and how they analyse their children. If you want to understand a bit more, watch the video first and then come back to this one. But I do feel like it's a lot to do with the mental health of the male, like even in adolescence, because I feel like the woman's mental health was controlled by the males, the kids was controlled by the males, and how he felt controlled what they done for their kids, what they done, whether someone painted on their van, what they done, whether she has to go to school, like it all circulated round. They're going for a problem, and his issue in his own self made the decision on by what the family done. So as I like to follow a trail, I'm going to go and talk about men's mental health. And the question I wrote down is, are we weak for opening up? And I'm going to repeat that question again. Are men weak for opening up? And I think that is a big part to men's mental health. I feel like as men, as I said at the beginning, we don't actually have as many resources to open up. So I don't know if you may jump in here and like give me some inferences as you're a female.
Yeah.
I would say, like, as females can talk to their female friends a lot more about circumstances. Also, growing up in Birmingham, I've lived a life previously to SJ Cartier Limited. So as I've grown up, I do see there's a lot of homes for women as well, whether it's to do with they have family issues and they have to put the women into a care refuges.
Yeah.
But you don't see that for just male occupants, where it's focused mostly around their mindset and their mental health. They will be put together with females, put together with other types of people. And the reason they're in these kind of homes is not to help with their mental health and their living standards, but just to give them a home. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So like
I
with
don't
women,
really know enough
you
to say
no,
if
but
there is or not. But
no,
yeah.
but as a female, you know, your friends you can talk to,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
friends will talk to you more.
Yeah,
it's a lot more easier for females to moan to their friends.
Yeah.
Let alone you as a female, you open up to any other female, that other female will feel you straight away. Whereas as a male point of view, we open up to our friends and it may become a laughing stock.
Yeah.
It may be judgments, or that's what us as men may presume.
Yeah.
Because also we have to really understand that although we as men may think we can't open up to another male, that's our self-consciousness. We don't know how this other male may take our circumstance and how we are, and how good that other male friend may actually become or be. Do you get that?
Yeah.
So I feel like for men, we actually don't open up much. And the question I asked was, are we as men weak for opening up? And my answer to that is no, because there's a statement that it takes a strong man to shed a tear. Yeah. If you can't shed a tear, you're not that strong. Then you're not even in touch with your own self to understand you're upset or you're angry. Yeah. You get that? Like, so we take it as we can't open up. And I think, honestly, because as I say, yes, J Cartier Limited Convos, yes, it's coming from how I understand and I take things, but I would like to like give parts of my life so you get to understand like where I come from and why I actually not qualified to say these things, but I'm overqualified in life. Do you get that? Yeah. So I'm just going to be very open and honest, because there's people watching me that have never met me before and don't know who I am. And there's people watching me that actually have known me. So let's give you a little understanding, yeah? My mental health was destroyed at points, I'd say, to the point I was able to talk to you. Yeah? And yes, as a female, as my partner, as we say, women care a bit more, they listen more to the problem, whether it's a female or a male. Yeah. I like to say, I feel like I was very open with myself to my friends and my family about how I felt when I felt what I felt. Yeah. And it would show because my emotions show and how I react. You know me on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes, even thinking of it, when I was overly quiet, it's probably just my mental health, just trying to keep myself. Yeah. Do you get that? And not come out of my box, because everybody has a temper. Everybody has all these kind of issues. And sometimes when you know yourself, it's like, I'll give a little example. Arguing with someone online and debating with someone that isn't on the same level of you is no point. It comes to no point. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So let's try not lose my trail, but let's go with the understand. Let's go with football cards, because I've been talking to people about that recently. Football cards, I buy and collect and resell football cards, and me understanding how certain of that community can be and understanding myself stops me from going to card shows. Do you get that? So the fact that it stops me from going to card shows, it's my mental health in me that is stopping me from going. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I understand if I go to one of these card shows and that same energy that I felt online is shown by that same person in person, then we're not going to correlate on the same wavelength. Whereas they may take it as a joke and a business tactic. I'm taking it as this is my real life. Personal. This is personal. You're taking something against me. So for my own mental health, it's best for me not to attend one. Do you get that? Some of us may put ourselves into those positions and end up feeling a lot less happy than we were and not going. Do you get that? But I think being open and honest to myself makes it not a stress to me whether I go or I don't. Do you get that? I like to go, but it's not overly a bother, because I understand in the long run, the people that are trying to bother in it try to turn me crazy. It's going to actually turn me crazy in a way that they wasn't prepared for. Yeah. So overstanding yourself sometimes can help with your mental health as well. Oh, yeah. Do you get that? Yeah. Like, so for me, I don't see it as a weakness that I don't go to one. I see it as actually a strength that I don't attend one just for the sake of attending one, to just show face. And that's where I think the big issue comes from. Us as men, we like to show face too much. And when I say show face, if you don't understand what I'm saying, show face is like showing up like we are the man. Yeah. we are the man, we have no issues, and we are strong as we are, and nobody can bother us. When in fact, we have to understand things do bother us as men. And the only way we get to understand why these things bother us, which helps our mental health, is to open up. And in fact, if we don't open up, we are actually weaker than we are if we do open up.
Yeah.
And I think that is like one of the issues that we have as men with our own mental health. It's opening up and actually finding a way to actually be able to open up, whether that be a male friend, whether that be a female partner, whether it's your partner or a fling, because you can open up to a variety amount of people. You could open up, I say to you sometimes, like, speaking to me is perfect. You can open up to me, and you can say anything to me, and I'm not going to judge you in by anything you tell me. Yeah. But I also am very aware that sometimes you may need to open up to someone else. And it's not that I'm expecting to go to any male to open up. Yeah, because I am the man for you. Yeah. But for your friends at work, the female friends, or sometimes it's good to share a little and get a little other females' point of view on what you are going through. And sometimes, because we are close, opening up to me may be a bit harder, and opening up to another female may be a lot better. So yes, it's work, but it's also your friends as well. So as I said to your friends in London, even to your friend that was in the Oval, yeah, I was saying to you from time, like, open up a bit more to them and just open up, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because it puts our mind at ease when we actually talk about these things. And that's me saying that to my partner, and that's something I take upon myself, if you understand where I'm going. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, we have to open up to, like, make our own understanding feel better. Like, how to explain it? I think
No, you are explaining it. I think also as well, yes, opening up, but also listening to the view of the people you're opening up to. If they're saying something about you, it's not as a dig, it's to get you to see even more how you're coming across on the outside to others, which in turn can help you again, because you don't want to stay away from these shows. You want to be able to do something that can help you fix.
I've told you this already.
Yeah, but it's about people watching. They need to know.
Because even let's settle on that point. My partner knows I will go to these shows, but also money and circumstances make a difference to why I also, as I told you, we spoke about this today.
I'm not going on the circumstances. I'm going on so people who may be in those similar situations that maybe don't have that self-control know. It's good to know what's causing that, so they can work on themselves, so then they're able to go to those places and not kick off.
Okay,
kind of thing.
I like that, because
themselves.
You have to understand me as well in this situation, because we talked about this today, and I said to you, it's quite lucky for them that we weren't living in London.
Yeah.
Because I would have been at these shows, and anybody that knows me, I'll go wherever I want to go. So nobody's stopping me from going wherever I need to go. You know what I'm trying to say? I'll just go where I want to go, whether I've got problems or not. It doesn't really bother me. I'm just more paranoid and aware. And I'll just be thinking about more my movements where I am than if I was just where I feel comfortable. And that's the overstanding. Like, if I was close, I would have been at these shows. Regardless, I just would have had to, in my head, understand how I carry myself when I'm here. And also, something that I'm going to point out, which I may talk about in a future show, is how I control myself with the police when we went to the Free Comic Book Day. So I know how I'm going to have to carry myself because I'm a different type of person. I am now a business. I'm now a legal man. And most importantly, I'm now a family man. So for my own mental state and also my partner's and the children's, I have to carry myself in a different way. So how I avoided that situation was recording. And if that's what I would have had to do to go to the card show and record how I am maneuvering and show the energy that some people may have and show how I react and show them how they, you know what I'm trying to say? Point out that, you know what? You are the person in the wrong. And anyone with common sense would see that just from the live footage. And even overstanding why I do these videos because it also helps me with my own mental health. Not to say I'm feeling like I'm crazy, but I have mad thoughts. We all have mad thoughts. I say this to them, we all have mad thoughts. Like, it's not a problem to have bad thoughts. We all have good thoughts. Do you act on every good thought that we do? So why should we have to act on every bad thing we do? So don't kind of get lost and confused in the good and the bad thoughts in our head. It's actually our actions that really account for things. So opening up is actually a strength. Like, it took me a strength to just say, you know what, I'm going to do a YouTube channel. I've said it for years. I want to do one. Yeah, I want to do one. I say, thanks to my brethren, like, big up Bad Mind TV Birmingham, yeah? Because he made me come and do a show with him, even though I was on the phone at the time. Him doing that show with him made me feel more confident to say, you know what, I need to do this. Because my mindset and how I've helped my own mental health can help any of you. Any of you. And keeping it just for the household, yes, we need it here, but there's so many of us out there that need to help with our mental health. And we don't open up about it much. And I'll give you a little, because I'm just going to give you little nuggets about me as we go through videos. So if you watch the old videos, you'll always get to find a little nugget about me. So I'll give you a little nugget now. A lot of people that know me don't actually even know this, yeah? Let's keep it real, yeah? Because my mental health allowed me or made me believe that I was hiding the issues that were going on in my side life, yeah? And no, I don't take no other drugs other than weed, yeah? To say that I fell into anything, yeah? I know I'm a party guy, so yes, I may have done party things, yeah? But apart from partying and weed, I keep it above board with everything, yeah? I keep it above board with everything. But I've been in a situation where I was sleeping on the roads and I had nowhere to stay, yeah? I had hundreds of friends, people with houses. I had people's parents that would put me up, who had put me up, who would put me up. But for me, in the way I was afraid to open up to the amount of friends and people that would help me when I was growing up, yeah, made me actually more, you may catch me in Manny now randomly one night because I want to go and party and I don't want people to see me in Birmingham just chilling in Brum. So I'd go up there, I'd go Derby and just chill there and party and try find gal and, you know what I'm trying to say? And try find a gal for the night to sleep with just so I got somewhere to sleep, yeah. And it was my mental health that was making me maneuver like that, yeah. Spending a lot of money to just, which I could have saved. A lot of money that I wasted because man were making money. So spending money here and going in the casino with $1,000 and just say I'm staying here all night, having a lot of fun, yeah. Making me go out and, true say I had a different lifestyle. I was actually like letting this off and letting that off and going to clubs and meeting people and, you know what I'm trying to say? That was all down to me not being able to open up to my friends or family who have got places, who rent places, who could just put me up. And that made my circumstances worse because I wasn't able to open up. And a lot of people, this is the key thing to it as well. Other than maybe, yes, sometimes I hadn't showered so people could smell it. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, possibly, nobody knew anything. Man just thought I had my yard because from a young age, Carty's always had a yard. Carty has a yard, or Carty is staying at a girl. If I say I'm going to a girl, man, just know I'm gone. Yeah? Same way now, yeah? I've come to London, man ain't seen me really. I'm here with my woman. And that would be the same with my real links. Yeah, party and social with groups and yeah, whatever. That's over there. But when it's me and my gal, or I got a nice gal, or, man just know I'm getting off and I'm going to a gal. Yeah? Man just know Carty's got a yard. Somehow he come out of jail and he's got a yard. Man out here for years still trying to get a yard. So I was able to actually hide it in my lifestyle. Obviously, again, something that I realise in life, people just get confused by money sometimes and what you have and how you dress. Which is why possibly now I don't care about money. Yeah, I'm not overly chasing money. Yes, I need money to survive. Yes, I need money to do good things with the family and help family back home and help friends even. Yeah, but money don't bother me. Yeah. Showing appearance just to be appearance doesn't bother me. Because I realised even when I had money and I was in my bus every day, man would see me, this how people wouldn't be so confused. I come from sleeping outside in a park or randomly in some random flat share, and I'd come from there back to Brum and I'd be hitting Selfridges or hitting the bus shop. And I go to my brethrens with my bus bag and man don't know no different. The time when I stayed at a girl's, man know no different. And that's how my mental health was. Do you get that? And a lot of people never even knew that. As I said to you, only you knew that for a long while. Remember that? Only my partner knew that for a long while. And I'm talking about 10, 15 years ago, yeah? I'm talking back years, yeah? Where man were in the mix, yeah? Everybody knew about Carty, yeah? Man were active, man were here, yeah? I'm talking like my mental health wasn't really the best then. And that was all down to me not even opening up to my friends that had houses, yeah? To the girls in the local area that would put me up. To family and friends even that could put me up. So, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, so, does it make us weaker opening up? No. Actually makes us stronger. Makes people understand us. It allows us to actually receive help. Yeah? So, same with adolescence. If the parents had opened up about his anger issues, he may not have went and killed the young girl. Yeah? So we have to understand this as men, we find it hard to open up, even me. Sometimes we just got to find that one person to help us open up. Or do what I do, talk about our problems, be open and honest. So yeah, when people in my 4 years of business, when people are wondering, oh, I'm driving him crazy because he can't do this, he can't get this, or you ain't driving me crazy. You're driving yourself crazy trying to bother me. Because when I'm opening up about why I'm bothered, that's me releasing all my stress. Whereas I don't hear why you've got a problem with me. You go tell the grapevine, whoopie-doo. Yeah? Rumours, I don't care. Yeah? I'll tell you how I feel. Yeah? So, mental health is best to open up. Yeah? And that's how I'm going to leave this video for now. Because I feel like we're gone up, we're gone down. And I see like the hour videos, people ain't ready to listen to me for an hour possibly yet. But hopefully this is enough to see men, us as men, let's open up. Let's follow the ladies and talk to each other. Let's, as men who have the actual abilities and capabilities to say, allow like the abilities and capabilities to have places where it's for men as well, just men, and focused on men's mental health, focus on making men smile, and focus on men becoming strong enough to open up about what they're feeling and what they're going through. Let's hope, because if there's not no one, as I grow, inshallah, if this platform can't allow me to do it, I will find another way to do it. Yeah. So as men, let's open up more. Let's not feel like it's weak to talk to each other. We have some good friends. We have some good family members. We have work colleagues. We have people that around us, no matter if we are alone, there are people around that can help you unload. And if there's not, SJ Cartier Limited Convos is always available to talk to people and help you with you and just understand you, because as somebody that has come from this, sometimes it's all about people just understanding you. Yeah. So as men, let's open up more. So yeah, thank you for joining me today with SJ Cartier Limited Convos, and I hope you have a good day.